man. Detroit versus everybody, man. Detroit, we rep the hardest, man. We gain the hardest. You know what it is, man. Detroit, CJ, holla at your boy when we get home.
Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you. Get 18% off. We out. All right, let's get into some boxing. Shakur Stevenson warrants Lomachenko to stay at 135 and don't come back down to his division 130. Also, he talks about fighting Teofimo Lopez in the future. In addition to that, you got Jerron Ennis possibly taking on Thomas Dulorme December 12th. But first, let's talk about your boy, your guy, Leo Santa Cruz. I would like to thank Leo for fighting me. You know, I appreciate little Ellaby and my whole Mayweather Promotions. It's Javante Tank Davis. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. I still miss Ari. But let's talk about it. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. And you know, Mayweather Promotions, the biggest, promoter in boxing. You know, I told Tank all the time, okay? Duck, not just in the ring, out the ring. You know, you ain't got to fight Lomachenko right now. For what? Age him out. Instead of being the second person to beat him or the third, amateur pro, why not be the fifth person to beat him? That's how I did my career, Tank. I sat there, I cherry-picked guys like Leo who couldn't punch. I stayed away from the brothers. No need to fight Shakur Stevenson. Okay. Leonard, I told Leonard, no need to fight Fortuna. Nobody with melanated skin, okay? I fought Emmanuel Augustus and Chop Curly and Zav Judah, and they almost fucked me up. So, Tank, you ain't gotta, Leonard, you ain't gotta fight black fighters. They don't sell. Just say that to the public, all right? But, Leo, he's a great fighter. He gave me $300,000 cash for a Lamborghini. I said, take anyone you want. And I told Tank all the time, duck inside the ring, all right, and duck outside the ring. That's just how Mayweather Promotions do it. But Leo Santa Cruz came out and said that, he not sure. He don't sound confident that he could take Tank punch. He said that he been sparring bigger guys. In sparring, he been eating a little bit more. I guess trying to bulk up a little bit for the fight, prepare to take the punch. And he already letting the power of Javante Tank Davis psych him out. And this is reason 99 not to pay for this fight, all right? Leo don't even sound confident. Okay, you've been sparring bigger guys. That's cool, but guess what? You and Tank fighting a 130-pound division, all right? Y'all got 8-ounce gloves on. Your sparring partners, at the best, they probably win 16 or 18 or maybe 12-ounce gloves. So that's going to feel a lot different. And then you got to prepare for the speed. So as your bigger guys, keeping their speed, and it just sounds like a classic, cash out for Leo Santa Cruz. And this is just not a PBC thing. It's a boxing thing. It's just too many situations where guys, instead of fighting, giving us the best fight, they want to move up and cash out. And people get tired of that. People get tired of seeing, people want to, instead of giving us the Mikey and Lomachenko and giving us Earl Spence and Crawford, people want to see like Canelo and Triple G fights. People want to see that type of fight. People want to see Leo and Gary, Tank and Loma while it's hot. People want to see the elite level fights, not these fights because, Leo want to cash out or Javante want to look for a cherry pick that got a little bit of a name. This dude don't even sound confident. He in boxing scene saying, I don't know if I can take Leo and Javante punches, but my daddy told me to make sure he makes weight. Okay, nobody want to see that. We want to see you versus Gary Russell. But then again, you go up in weight where you couldn't even punch in your original weight class of what? 118, 122? You couldn't even punch there. To fight a guy that got big punching power. To be honest, it's going to be a better fight than Teofimo Lopez and Lomachenko because, Leo not going to run in the ring. Leo start running away from Tank and survive for 12 rounds. He'll lose every bit of the Mexican fan base that he got. Unless he can end up, outboxing him. But they want to see him, go balls to the wall and brawl with this guy. But, at the same time with him, it is what it is. It's just a cash out. When any guy say, I'm not sure if I can take his punching power, but, nobody get tired of that, bro. You should have fought Gary Russell. You could take Gary Russell punching power. Gary Russell ain't the biggest puncher. Now, if you fought Javante at 135, he don't seem to be the most monstrous punchers there, but it seemed like they banking on him not making the weight, not coming in shape, and kind of, fighting him, taking him to the deep waters and trying to drown him. But Tank showed that, even 12 rounds were getting bored, that he still can move his arms in the championship rounds a little bit. But, he just don't sound confident at all. And, pretty much, that's the issue that I got with him. You want to hear people sound confident, I'm not sure if I can take his punches. No, we want to see, I'm going to get him up. He ain't, I'm going to beat him down. He couldn't even knock out Gamboa. What should I do to him? People want to see that type of confidence. Nobody want to see somebody that's unsure and I'm not sure. And you could have fought Gary Russell for all of that. But switching up, you have basically Shakur Stevenson say that Loma better not come back down to 30. Y'all tell Loma don't come back down to 30. And same thing will happen to him that happened with Teofimo Lopez. And like I said before, with him, Devin, and all the guys surrounding that area, Ryan Garcia, Tank, do you have the power that make Loma gun shy? It wasn't like Teofimo Lopez went out there and just beat him pillar to pillar. Loma was scared of the power. If you don't have the power, Shakur don't have that type of power that Lopez has. So what he going to have to do is outbox Lomachenko. Can he? I think he got the skills to do it. Don't forget, he was a silver medalist. I don't think he has the arm length that, Teofimo Lopez had. Maybe he do, maybe he don't. It'll be an interesting fight, but if I'm Lomachenko, I didn't really get beat down like that. I just, I guess I was scared of the power. But I really want to say that, that he still couldn't beat Shakur Stevenson. Lopez got the win over Comey. Shakur got the win over Joed and Christopher Diaz. But Lopez got power, and Shakur don't have that hydrogen in his glove. So I don't think Lomachenko will run from that type of fight. I think, if he get a belt, Lomachenko will fight him for the WBO. But he said he on track to fight Miguel Burchett. And if that's his Burchett to fight him, Burchett don't even want to fight Lomachenko. He didn't even want to fight Jamel Herring. So why would he want to fight Shakur Stevenson unless, Bob make the fight happen that way? But, I don't think that's the fight that Loma really scared of for Shakur Stevenson. But he said in the future he could see him and Teofimo Lopez fight. He said they text every now and again about boxing. And, he said right now, they kind of 10 pounds, 2 weight classes apart. Teo going up to 40 soon. I heard possibly next. And, basically he at 30 just got there. Obviously they may not fight for years and years. They may never be in the same weight class. People got to understand that. So, that'll be a good fight. I think Shakur got the skill to beat him. I think Lopez got the power to hurt him. We have to see. But like I said about Shakur Stevenson, you can't be too sure about, fighting Lomachenko. You got to give him his respect. It wasn't like, Lopez went out there and just bullied them pillar to pillar. It was a competitive fight, but, you're supposed to feel like that. He been in there with Lomachenko. He know the speed, the awkwardness. And nobody even know if Lomachenko come back. Maybe he never comes back. Maybe he do, Maybe he comes back to 30 and fight Burchett and dominate, and then everybody looking at him different. Who knows? I don't think he a sweet lick, unless you got power to make him scared of to make him, gun shy. But, we'll have to see. But let's move on, end off with Jerron Ennis. Jerron Ennis is probably going to fight Thomas Dulorme. He was supposed to fight Sebastian Baby Formula. Formula chose to fight Conor Benn, which should be an easier fight for him. But, Jerron Ennis could fight Thomas Dulorme December 12th. Thomas Dulorme lost to Jamal James. That was a good competitive fight. He also lost to Ugas. I think he lost to Ugas when Sean Porter was supposed to fight Dulorme. He kind of pulled out with some family issues. But other than that, good fight, good test. Him and his father stepping it up just enough. Some people not sold on Boots. The style that he kind of gave Boots problems in the amateurs was guys that come straight to him. And I just think if he stops Thomas Dulorme, he won't be the first. I think Carlos Abregu stopped Thomas Dulorme. That's when he went down on 140 pounds. But it's a good competitive fight. He's stepping up in opposition. You got a guy, Dulorme, who been at 40, been at 47. I don't think he's actually held a real world title. Fought Terrence Crawford, fought Carlos Abregu, fought a lot of guys in his career. He was supposed to be the next great Puerto Rican star, just like Thomas Dulorme, and it just ain't really panning out that way. But he's a, fantastic, fighter, still to this day. He got good power, good speed, good length. It's just that he just can't take it on the chops. That's his biggest issue. But I think, with Jerron Ennis, I think, if he stopped Thomas Dulorme, won't be the first to stop him, but I think it'll be impressive think Crawford stopped him as well too. But you stepping up in opposition. I think his daddy said today pretty much iron fighting Jamal James, and that's a really good fight. You know, Ugas beat Jamal James a while ago, but Jamal James is a really good fighter, long, good reach. You know, not that big power, but you saw versus Thomas Dulorme, he got that little slickness. And he from Minnesota, and if they open it back up, what better way to really get into the top 5 in most sanctioned belt body, especially the WBA, by going to Minnesota and fighting him at the Minnesota Armory. Jamal James is one of those low key guys in boxing. They got to pull. You know, he pulled hard in Minnesota. So I would eventually like to see him step up. But I think to get a championship belt, Boots is going to have to get with a major promoter. But we'll see what happens. But hey, let me know what you guys think. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We'll come back with some more boxing videos a little bit later. I might just all premiere the 3 boxing videos I got coming up. Other than that, keep sharing the videos. Want to make a donation to the channel. Personally, Cash App CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. All my links there. My PayPal there is what my Cash App name is there as well. Also got a Facebook group. So check me out if you ever want a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video question. My link's there. Actually, probably about to start the podcast a little bit early. So looking for female hosts and maybe a guy host. You got to have some portfolio on the podcast or on the YouTube circuit, Venmo, Twitch. But yeah, I'm going to start that really soon. But appreciate you guys. Keep sharing the videos. Appreciate the love and support. One time for the one time. It's your boy CJ Goodfellow, Goodfellow Sports TV. We go.